Live. Yes. There's a train. Siemens Nexus. But I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, where were we? Talking about this level crossing. Yes. Alright. So my friends join. Even if they don't, it's completely fine. Yes. Just waiting. Oh, hello. It's good to see you, Soda. Yes, I'm back. Alright. What I wanted to quickly point out the detail before my data ran out was that there's this track right here, right? So as you can see, it's Anderson Street level crossing. As you can see, it also used to have interlocking gates, but they've replaced them with wishbone gates. But you can see this track embedded in the ground. That is because this area, which is Newport, Laverton, it used to be known for lots of goods sidings and freight trains and stuff. This is the remnants of that past. So you can see the third track, which would have been for goods trains and stuff, still embedded in the ground. And another cool detail, before we do train spotting, there's two people online. I suspect that's Slush because I spoke with them, and I hope they're online because they're a good friend of mine. Well, we've always been good friends. Yeah, we were speaking today, yesterday, the day before. It's fun. It's fun. Yes, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Anyway, a cool detail about this goods yard history is this thing right here. So this would have been for like it's a goods signal. I remember Tate Set spoke about it. I don't exactly know what it's called, but it is some kind of goods signal for like controlling the goods trains and stuff, and also the passenger trains, which I think there's a passenger train coming actually. Let's go check that out. So it's classic Melbourne weather. It's sunny, but it's also cold and windy and wet. Yeah, that's Melbourne for you. I think there's a train coming, but I don't know. Oh well, we'll find out sooner or later. But as you can see, this is Yarraville station building. It is gorgeous. Yeah, it's so pretty there. What? Yes. Yeah, the weather in Melbourne's very unique. It is very unique, trust. Yeah, it's totally not. It totally wasn't raining for like 3 days in Melbourne earlier. It totally wasn't raining. Oh, yeah, there we go. The train's coming. Yes, train is coming. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm totally not crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. But yeah, one thing I like about Yarraville. Yes, yes, that is a good reference. That is an amazing reference, Soda. But I should also probably say that they're removing the level crossing here in 2029. But oh, there's the train. But they're removing the level crossing here at Yarraville in 2029. But the thing is that they're making it a closure, which basically means that like they're closing the road and they're not building anything. So that means that everything in Yarraville will stay. So it won't be impacted by the level crossing removal. Because in the 1950s, they removed the level crossing at Somerville Road. Oh, there's another train, actually. Oh, it must be express train. But yeah, you can see why they're trying to get rid of the level crossing here. Because they're trying to get rid of the level crossing because of how congested it is. Well, it's not really congested, but it's more like just busy. So they're closing down the road, but they're not impacting any of the infrastructure. So the signal box will stay. Most likely the old goods track won't, but hopefully they retain the old interlocking gates as well and restore them. But yeah, the building's staying, and this building's staying, and these trees are staying most likely. Random question, but how often do you actually like to travel by train? I travel by train quite a lot because I live in Mordialloc, so I have to basically I catch the train from Mordialloc to my school. And I'm obviously not going to say where my school is, but I will say I live in 𝓤𝓼𝓮𝓵. Yeah. Oh, come find me. Oh, wow. It's so crazy. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I just doxed myself. Oh, my God. Yeah, anyway. The frequency on weekends for the Werribee and Williamstown lines, it's not great. It's a lot better on weekdays, but as you can see, 17 minutes, 27, 37. It's not pretty. But this building, I actually like this building because it's like really small and skinny. It's like a small building, but like they're going to keep it because, as I told you earlier, they're closing the level crossing because in the 1950s they removed other level crossings. Yeah, here are all the trees. It's very nice. Also, here's some old Gantt trees, which they're most likely going to keep when they remove the level crossing. I can't wait to see what happens, though. I can't wait to see what happens in about 3 years. Did that just go back up? Huh, weird. Yeah. Now, anyway, since I know Slush is online, hopefully, I want to talk about my ideas. So while we wait for the train, oh, I got so many ideas, but none of them are coming to mind right now. Oh, so Mario goes. Oh, no. Here's a good one. So because of they have to like pay the rent, and if they don't pay the rent, Peach is going to kick them out of the castle. So Slush gets a job at the spaghetti factory, and she meets Chris and Swag, and then they become really good friends. And then like this is like in the early episodes where everyone's still trying to meet each other. So Chris and Swag meet Slush, and they're like, "Oh hey, Slush is really cool," but Swag obviously hates furries and stuff. So he's like, I don't know. He doesn't really like furries. But then Slush convinces him to like furries, and then Swag turns into a furry. It's crazy. I can imagine Swag secretly being a furry. I honestly don't know what I'm saying. I'm as you can tell, I'm running low on ideas. But Soda isn't. He's got like a mind full of ideas. Yeah. Wow. 4 people. Yes, that's very cool and amazing. I feel like I should tour the level crossing, but like I don't really know with a frequency like that. It's every 15 minutes. I might not. I might do it after the live stream though. Yeah. But how is everyone doing? I want to talk more about my ideas, but they're just not coming to me. Not yet, at least. Here's a good idea. I know I already made this though, but like, you guys know about Oscar Cabrera and how he's fat shaming me. Well, obviously he's just doing it for attention and no one likes him. But like he fat shames TQ and then Slush drop kicks him. She knows karate. I feel like Slush would know karate. I feel like she'd be very good at that. But oh, there we go. There's a level crossing going off again. But I feel like she would drop kick him into a hole. And Flowey's there, and Flowey sees Oscar coming, and he's like, "Oh hey, I know Oscar. He fat shames TQ. That's not cool." And then he like moves the flowers out of the way, and then Oscar falls, breaks his back, and then he screams in pain because the drop from Mount Ebot into the hole into the underground is pretty deep. Yeah, drop kicks him. Yeah, drop kicks him into the hole. It's funny. Oh yeah, that's a Siemens Nexus. I don't really like the Siemens Nexus. I prefer the 𝓬𝓻𝓵𝓻 and the Hitachi. Yeah. But yeah. Also, I have to say this. Hitachi Carriage 3M, 𝓬𝓻𝓵 Carriage 394M, and 𝓬𝓻𝓵 Carriage 322M are all characters in my animation series. Yeah. Yeah, also, Man, he used to be a hater of mine. He doesn't really pop up anymore. But he used to be a hater of mine. I feel like making him a character as well. So, like, he, quote, hates everyone, end quote. He doesn't actually hate anyone. He secretly cares about everyone. But he just pretends to be mean. Slush and TQ are aware of this. They know. They both know that Man isn't actually a dickhead. He just pretends to be a dickhead. He isn't actually a dickhead, though. He's actually, he actually cares for people. So, like, when like this different hater was fat shaming TQ, was like, nah, that's actually too far. Body shaming's too far. Although, like, Slush looks at him funny because, like, she knows that he sent death threats to TQ, but, like, she also knows that, yeah. All right, some questions, if you don't mind, feel free to answer them if you don't want to or not. But if your series is going to be a solo project, just you, no voice actors, script writers, animators. Oh, well, the thing is, old SMG4, basically what he did was, he did everything by himself. So he did everything by himself. I don't know if when I do later animations, I'll probably pay you to voice act Soda. Although I don't know if you would like that or not. I don't know, honestly. Yeah. 12 minutes. Oh, actually, my favorite number is 12. I should probably point that out because of the meme. The 12 meme. Or would you have a team or something? I actually honestly don't know yet. I want to be like old SMG4 where he did everything by himself. But he didn't do like... Because back then he didn't do voice acting. He just used like random voices. Like, for example... for Roxy, I'd probably use Undyne's voice, and then I would probably use like actual voice clips from Roxy where she said, "I am the best," or something like that to like tie it in and make it feel like Roxy's actually talking, even though I don't have the time to hire Roxy's actual voice actor. And yeah, it'd be pretty cool though, because like Roxy is a very cool character. Everyone knows that. She is the best, and she is the guardian of Mario because Mario saved her from an eternal robot hell. Because if Mario was in Security Breach Ruin, he helps out Cassidy to try and find Gregory, and then when the Mimic comes out of nowhere lightning fast to kick Cassidy in her Cassidy ass, that's a Lemon Demon reference, by the way. Basically the Mimic tries to go after Cassidy, and then, as you know, she goes into the elevator shaft. Gregory cuts the wires, and but here we go. Here's the thing: the Mimic actually gets stuck in between the doors of the elevator. So when the elevator falls down, it cuts the Mimic in half and kills the Mimic. So no more Mimic. So no more Cassidy and no more Mimic. And Roxy was actually pushed out of the way. She was pushed out of the way when the Mimic pushed her out of the way. And then Mario's there, so the Mimic actually went after Cassidy, not Mario. And Mario looks at Roxy and is like, "You want to go to my world?" And she's like, I guess. I have no other choice, otherwise I'll be in an eternal robot hell. And so puts out his hand, and Roxy grabs it, and then he takes her to his dimension, which is the SMG4 dimension, kind of. Yes. Yeah, but I think Roxy would be definitely a cool character. I wonder how many copyright infringement things I will get from Steel Wool Animations for using Roxy, because I'm obviously not going to give credit to Steel Wool. That metal sheep can go get hit by a truck or something. I don't know. I don't really care. Frick you, Steel Wool Animations. Frick you. Anyway, do you guys think I'm cringe? I don't think I'm cringe. I think I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just crazy. Or I'm not crazy, but like I am pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm crazy to the point where my ideas are actually good. I just yap a lot. Yeah, it's good to just chill. It's good to chill. Yeah. Came out of nowhere, lightning fast, and he kicked Chuck Norris in his cowboy ass. But yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So I want to create like a music video, like what SMG4 did, the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. So basically, Mario's dressed up as Godzilla. So most of my characters are dressed up as the characters from the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. So Zap's dressed up as Indiana Jones, and Slush is dressed up as Batman. Knight is dressed up as Abraham Lincoln, and I don't know what TQ is. TQ's just there, but Mario's dressed up as Godzilla. Anyway, so we get to the part where the real Chuck Norris comes down from the heavens, and like he sees Slush, who is Batman, right? And he doesn't like Batman. We all know that Chuck Norris doesn't like Batman. So he was about to crush Slush's head in between his thighs, but then he saw Lego Batman. And he was like, "All right, I don't like Lego Batman. I hate Lego Batman more than normal Batman." And so he crushes Lego Batman's head in between his thighs. And then Slush obviously cries a little because she almost died. Yeah, anyway. Then they see Lanky Box walking past, and they're like, oh, okay, let's go after Lanky Box. And then they go after Lanky Box because no one likes Lanky Box. And then, Chuck Norris, he's still there, right? So Chuck Norris sees what's happening. He's like, well, if you can't beat him, join him. And then he goes and he fights Lanky Box to the death because we like Chuck Norris. We like Chuck Norris. Yeah. It's actually, I know a lot of funny Chuck Norris memes because of how healthy he is. Like, and how he's like, I think he's like in his 80s, but he looks like he's only in his 50s. And it's like there are memes of him from like the 70s. And like, it's really funny. Yeah, so like a bunch of fights that Chuck Norris wins. I don't exactly remember how it went, but I know it's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, actually, guys, look at that. You see that bird right there? That is a famous bird here in Melbourne. So there's this guy, right? And he basically drew this bird like everywhere. Sorry? And like the bird's called Pam the bird. I don't know if you guys should Google Pam the bird. But like she is everywhere. And I mean everywhere. She's in Footscray, she's here in Yarraville, she's in Richmond. Yeah, she's all over the place. I love how many things are in your series, lol. Positive. Sorry if that seems rude. I just mean all the mashup and different fandoms. No, you're not rude at all, Soda. I don't know why you keep apologizing. Guys, Soda has this problem where he apologizes too much. Stop it. You need to stop apologizing. Nothing is ever your fault, Soda. You're an awesome person, and I want you to remember that. Yeah, for real, for real. Trust. Anyway, yes, I love how I like mix up different fandoms and stuff, like SMG4, like SMG4. So I want like, since SMG4 is not running anymore, should I add SMG4? I'm obviously not going to get his voice actor Luke, but like, should I add SMG4? I think he'd be a funny add-on. The meme guy with the other meme guy. I actually don't think I will, but I'll definitely add Bob, like from SMG4. He's like he's there. He's the trash man. Yeah, I'm not funny. Anyway, signal box. I actually just realized that signal box reminds me of the one at Brighton Beach. So there is a signal box in Brighton Beach that looks exactly like that one. Yeah. I feel like we should actually look at the mechanisms. I'll teach you guys about like some of the mechanisms here in Victoria that we have of level crossings. Never mind, it's activating. Sorry, guys. I actually really like the white picket fencing and stuff. It's a good detail. Bing, 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 bing. Is it a 𝓬𝓻𝓺𝓷𝓮? No, it's another. Oh, it's an extrapolis. Thank God. Oh, it's 4M, so it's like from the early 2000s. Cool. Extrapolis started being manufactured in 2002. It's pretty cool. Please turn off. Thank you. All right, I'm going to teach you guys about the mechanisms of the level crossings here in Melbourne. So obviously this one's going to be removed, but like, yeah. All right, let's look at the mechanisms. All right, so we've got an unmarked base, a Westinghouse gate mechanism, and then we've got a black with right running stop on the red signal sign, 4 Westinghouse LEDs on 1 Westinghouse cross arm, a 2-track sign, a crossbuck. Now, with that bell right there, that's a really special bell. But in 1996, they started making those bells. They're called 𝓣𝓾𝓻𝓺𝓷𝓮 Technis E-bells. So 𝓣𝓾𝓻 Technis electronic bells, that's what the E-bell stands for. They built those in 1996, and they built like a prototype at the Riversdale Road level crossing in Camberwell. And it replaced, I believe, some 𝓬𝓻𝓺𝓷𝓮 bells that were there. Which those bells were actually manufactured in the 1960s. So there's that. And obviously we have like the rest, which is a wishbone gate with throughout craft gate lights. And then that signal over there is obviously a different setup. It's like So it's for that road there. So when you're approaching this road, you obviously want to know if it's going off or not. So they built those signals. So I'll just cross over real quick. Don't worry, I'm fine. But yeah, obviously for this signal over here, it's a completely different setup. It's a lot taller as well. So that is obviously an unmarked base, black with writing stuff on the red signal sign. 2 Westinghouse LEDs on 1 Westinghouse crossarm, a 2-track sign, a crossbuck, and a pole cap. And then in my level crossing tours, I'd say let's get an activation. But obviously there are no trains coming yet. So I cut that part out, wait for the train, and then it goes off and I film it. And then for this signal over here, I'm going to stand right behind the yellow lines, as you can see. But for this signal over here, we've got basically the same setup. Unmarked base, Westinghouse gate mechanism, black light running some red signal sign. I should actually probably mention that Westinghouse gate mechanisms are actually pretty rare in Melbourne. So it's mostly 𝓤𝓾𝓻𝓵𝓵 gate mechanisms. It's actually pretty cool. And then we got 6 Westinghouse LEDs on 2 Westinghouse crossarms, 2 track sign, crossbuck, 𝓬𝓱𝓪𝓷𝓮𝓵 𝓬𝓱𝓪𝓷𝓮𝓵, and wishbone gate with Rouncraft gate lights. And then for the cantilever, cantilever is basically where it shows, because like as you can see, the road keeps going that way. So like for cars coming from the road, they've got to see it. So cantilever, unmarked space, 2 Westinghouse LEDs on 1 Westinghouse crossarm, and a crossbuck and a pole cap. And then there's the other side of the tracks. And then there's the crossing faults number. It's all cool and stuff. But yeah, oh, perfect timing. Wow, that's really perfect. I'm obviously going to go behind this car since I don't want to actually get hit by traffic. Oh, that's a 𝓬𝓻𝓺𝓵𝓮. Yes, it's very cool and fun. I love level crossings. Thank you, Soda. I really appreciate that. You are an awesome friend. Other than Slush. Slush is also a good friend, and I hope they are watching. They are, definitely. They're definitely watching. Ah, oh, dang it, it's not a 𝓬𝓻𝓵, it's an extrapolis. That's the 3rd extrapolis today. Yeah, you can tell it's a different bell because like it sounds different to the general signals bell, or electronic bell, I should probably say. Yeah, it's a 2-gate 4 signal. Because the cantilever and then the wishbone gates and then the 1 signal over there. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, but as you can see, it's why they're removing this level crossing, because of the train station. But then they're closing down the road, which is just going to mean even more congestion. Or it actually won't, because Anderson Street's like a private, like a little street, small street. I don't know what the word is, but ding, 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 ding. There we go. It's departing now. You can see all the pedestrians as well. Oh wow, the door's open. That's cool. There we go. All right. Yeah, I actually forgot to mention this level crossing isn't the only one with 𝓤𝓾𝓻𝓺𝓵 electronic bells. I already toured the other one, but it's Gifford Street on the Williamstown line. So this is obviously both the Werribee and Williamstown lines, because Werribee branches off at Newport or after Newport, and then it crosses over Gifford Street. Oh, I'm so sorry. But it crosses over Gifford Street. There's a better view of the goods tracks. It crosses over Gifford Street, and it has 𝓤𝓾𝓻𝓺𝓵 electronic bells. It's very nice. Very, very cool. There's Pam the bird. I like Pam the bird. I'm sure everyone likes Pam the bird. We all love Pam the bird on this channel. Yes. There's some advertisement. 79 Stephen Street, South Kingsville. I don't know where South Kingsville is. It's probably a place that doesn't have trains, like Doncaster or something like that. So Doncaster needs trains. So like it has like this massive shopping centre. I actually have a friend who lives in Doncaster, but I'm obviously not going to say who. And Doncaster has a massive shopping centre. They've actually been wanting a train line since the closure of the Outer Circle railway line in the 1890s. So in 1895, they did a proposal for a train line after the Outer Circle line closed in 1893. What's this? Also, after you finish up this stream, mind if I talk to you about your voice acting for my show? I know I mentioned you because I want being interested. I wanted to show you your opinions. Okay, perfect. We'll get a better sound of the level crossing bell here. Another Extrapolis. That's like the 4th one today. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know my streams are awesome. Yes. No nice white picket fencing. I'll get it real close. Do you guys hear that? It's not annoying, is it? Bing, 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 bing. Alright, there we go. That's out towards Werribee and Williamstown. For some reason, I like the sound of the bell. Yeah, it's pretty nice. There actually used to be a Technosparker electronic bell in Clifton Hill, but then they replaced it, and because like the residents had gotten so used to that bell since it was installed in the 90s, and obviously it's a really quiet and relaxing bell. When they replaced it with the General Signals e-bell, it was so loud and annoying that residents complained so much that it went on the news. It was pretty crazy, honestly. I've been live streaming for almost 30 minutes. Wow. I'm going to cross over real quick. There's a bus coming. It is the bus stop for Yarraville Station. Oh yeah, I actually got to go onto the other platform. I just remembered that. Oh yeah, for breakfast I actually had a McDonald's because I'm a healthy person. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Now, here's Yarraville Station. I actually don't know what type of building this is. I don't know what type. We'll go around the long way. Oh, if I take my time with my live streams. Oh, look at that. British. Birmingham Street. Time flew. For real. It sucks. My phone's at like 38%, but it's fine. It's whatever. Oh, hey, that train's going to Carrum. So, in case you don't know, sometimes trains terminate at Carrum Station. It's very cool. So there's a train going to Carrum. You guys can see. Very cool. I actually used to live in Carrum. And actually, no, I probably shouldn't say any of it at all because YouTube is still a dramatic piece of crap. So, yeah, I'm obviously not actually going to say where I live, but I will say that I live in Carrum. Or used to live in Carrum. I don't live in Carrum anymore. Yeah. I moved to Mordialloc. Very nice. There's some advertisement for like prams. I actually really like Yarraville. It's a nice little community. Yeah. It's gone very quiet. Yeah, it's time to talk more about my ideas. All right, so Slush actually spoke to me about this, but I originally thought that Slush, like their OC, was like the original personal space invader. They told me that it's actually Night. I don't really talk about Night that much. Night is like half the size of Slush, and she is a little gremlin. She does silly little things. She likes to murder people. She likes to do the little stabby. I think she's murdered someone before. We know. I know a long time ago. Slush told me she's murdered someone before. Yeah, I really like that building. It's so tiny and cute. Anyway, yeah, Knight is a little murderer. She does murder. She one time Slush told me that she possessed Slush one time, got into her head and controlled her like. But that's not. I'm going to say that's not the only time Knight or anyone controlled Slush. So basically, because Mario has Cappy, right? But everyone calls Cappy Crappy in the SMG4 world. So Crappy. So Mario got Crappy, right? And possessed Slush with Crappy. So Slush got like the Mario mustache, and she started like eating spaghetti. I don't know. She started like eating spaghetti and doing silly things like I don't know, like going to the spaghetti factory and getting drunk with swag. Although I don't know if that's really possible since Slush is like only canonically 14 in the SMG4 universe. I know how people who have no idea what you're talking about are thinking hearing you all. They probably think I'm a crazy person and I belong in the commission housing in Williamstown and stuff. I'm a crazy person. Woo woo, I'm crazy. Yeah. Hello. Oh yeah, the murder and stuff of that context. Yeah, that does sound insane. I am very insane. Oh my god, I actually forgot about that. Guys, there's an old theater here in Yarraville. I think it's oh my god, I completely forgot about that theater. I think either that was the theater or no, that's St. George's Theater. But I know, I really hope that's not the Sun Theatre. I really hope they haven't replaced it with an ugly block. But Melbourne was actually known for its old infrastructure. And then in the 1950s, because everyone was getting rid of their old stuff, because a lot of the people thought, quote, it was like too like Victorian times, like 1730s and stuff like that. So in the 1950s, they got rid of everything. And in the 1970s, they decided to establish heritage. So yeah, stuff like the Sun Theatre here in Yarraville and stuff like that's all heritage listed. Oh look, that's nice. Would have been a chandelier there because obviously this is now a waiting room, and that would have been a fireplace. But now it's like a garbage. Bob lives there. Bob lives there from SMG4. Obviously not Bob from the Minions. No one likes the Minions. The Minions movie, in my opinion, is good. Oh my god, it's a 𝓬𝓻𝓺𝓷𝓮. Finally. Oh, sorry. Finally. It's a 𝓬𝓻𝓺𝓷𝓮, guys. 1098T, 496M. It's like one of the older sets. It's the stage 2 sets. Oh, finally. Oh my god, finally. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So 496M, 1098T, 495M, 378M, and the rest. Ah, 377M. It's going to Williamstown. Cool. Yeah, there's St. George's Theatre. It's not a theatre anymore, but it's still got like the old stuff. I wonder if that was the Sun Theatre though. I wonder what they've done to it. I love the cars on the trains. Yeah, it's actually so the company that owns the trains right now, it won't be the case in 2027, but the owner of the trains currently is Metro, and they operate all the trains except for the regional ones here in Melbourne. So like the suburban electrified network is all owned by Metro, but the regional network is owned by V Line, so Victorian Line, obviously. And like they own like Melbourne's or Victoria's regional network. And there's like the train lines that connect with the different states. So like the New South Wales and Melbourne. So the Sydney Melbourne link is obviously owned by the XPT service, or I don't know what it's owned by, and then the Overland operates the Melbourne to Adelaide service. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. What else do you guys want to talk about? Any ideas on like Roxy, Morio, Slush, Knight, TQ, Swag, Chris, etc.? Nice entry. What do you guys want to talk about? Good afternoon, customers. Your next service to depart from platform 1 will be the... I actually don't know what time it is. 10:55. Okay. It's been almost an hour. Wow. You spin me right around, baby, right around like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Oh yeah, actually, the weird side of YouTube. So I feel like, along with Mario reacts to Nintendo memes, the gang will react to like the first person to cringe out of the cringe side of YouTube loses. So like they lose this game that I don't know. They just have to react to cringe stuff on the internet, or like the weird side of YouTube. But yeah, like yeah, you guys understand once I actually start doing it. But yeah, if I ever start doing it, and hopefully I will, because I got good ideas. Yeah. Oh, oh, the train is coming. I hope. Oh yeah, it's going to be departing from here. It's the Carrum train. Carrum train. But actually, Werribee and Williamstown trains, after once the metro tunnel opens, they won't be through running with the That's the 5th Extrapolis today, bruh. That is the 5th Extrapolis today. That is crazy. Oh yeah, I already have a computer. So I already have a computer. It is I have the computer, which is the I believe it's the Lenovo PC. Yeah, I got a Lenovo PC. All right, what's your idea? What's your idea? Tell me. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah. I know. 5th Extrapolis today. I'm not an Extrapolis hater, but like I just think there's too many of them because the government, they went and ordered like Extrapolises from 2002 right up to 2020. So like right up to COVID, they were building these things. Oh yeah, oh that was the train that I was on earlier. Oh cool. Guys, in case you don't know, this was the train that I caught to get here. I want to know how I know, because it says Croydon West, and then the train that I caught was on, because some of the Extrapolis trains are named. That one's named Croydon West, obviously after the primary school in Croydon. Although trains don't run to Croydon West, they do run to Croydon though. Yeah, that's the train that I rode to get here. It's pretty cool. Yes. Sounds of the West. Wed, white, and blue. Bulldogs through and through. I think once my phone gets to like 20%, I'll end the live stream. Go get. There's something called OBS and OBS Ninja. Ninja is for streaming with multiple. Oh, actually, I think I have. Soda, can I tell you something? I already have that. I already have all of that on my PC. So basically, when I did those Q&A videos that I'm obviously going to delete since I don't really need them anymore. But like when we were doing like playing around with the maps, I was using the PC. I'm obviously not mad at you, but like I'm not mad. I'm actually not mad at all. But like, I already have it, Soda. I already have it. At least I think it's called the OBS. It's a different kind of streaming thing, but I think it's all the same nonetheless. Actually, guys, you know what? I'm going to show you guys something also pretty cool. So I know this from Tate Set, but I'm going to show you guys something. It's going to take a little bit, but I'll show you guys anyway. So here is the building Yarraville. No, it's fine. I have a bad memory as well, so it's all good. We're all good with remembering different things, Soda. You're not alone on that. I would have said Metlink, which was the company that owned the trains. Well, not really the trains, but before Metro took over everything. They've also got like new Mikey readers for like when you touch on and off. So Metlink would have originally owned what is now Mikey. Just got to go around because there's no way to cross. I want to show you guys something really cool. It's going to take a little bit though. Oh, there's a German Shepherd over there. I'm obviously not going to film because I don't want to invade privacy. Oh yeah, actually I do. I would love. I remember Florida asked me if I could do like a geometry dash stream, and I do plan on doing that. I also plan on doing a city skylines stream at some point. If you want, I don't know. I'm making a bunch of models. I'd actually love it if you could make me a PNG model of TQ. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. I'd love that. I would genuinely love that. Genuinely. That's supposed to be a heart. I don't know why I did that. Trees. It's very green in here. It's very, very green. I don't know. I mean, the Sun Theatre is probably on the opposite side. And it was built in 1938, so but that's not what we're checking out. We're checking out something completely different. Fencing, walking, rearrange furniture, lenses, shopping. I let the bird out of the cage. That is a reference to well, it's a reference to a reference. It's when Carter went crazy and did a reference to Jamiroquai and Family Guy. Oh, that's another comment. Let's film that real quick. Let's film a comment. That's a stage 3 comment. Oh, 600M. Yes, we do. We love references to references. Oh my god, that's like the old Metlink logo. Pretty cool. Alright, anyway. We've got to keep going. We need to keep going. We need to get to the old Somerville Road level crossing. There's the back of the comment. So 5M. Yeah, it's Comengers are usually made up of a 2-3 car set configuration. So it's a full 6 cars, and they're made of 2-3 car sets. That's what I meant to say. Almost at the bridge. Because I want to show you guys something cool. I don't know if it's this bridge specifically, but I think it might be. Oh, there's like a little soccer thing right here. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh. Yep, this is it. Here we go. As you guys can see, there's more good sightings here. So under the old Somerville Road Bridge, there are these old train tracks for the old good sightings that would have been here. So as you can see, look at all this. Look at how cool this is, to me at least. So you can see all the old train tracks who have led to here. It's very cool, in my opinion. I have a feeling a train's coming. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, there are actually a lot of remains of old good sightings around here. It's pretty cool. So I think once they get rid of the level crossing at Anderson Street, this will be the only area where there will be remains of good sightings. Like these tracks here. It's pretty cool though. It's very, very cool. So tracks, old good sighting used to be here. I'm just waiting for the train. Where is this bloody train? Also, as you can see, the fences are pretty high to prevent people from deliberately committing death. I think. At least I think it's for that and trespassers. But yeah, we don't like it when people deliberately commit death. It's very, very sad. Yeah, here it comes. I think it's a Siemens Nexus. Yeah, it's a Siemens Nexus. Oh, of course it's coming from here. I'm an idiot. Oh, I did a little horn. W driver. We've got a W driver in the chat. Oh, that was awesome. Even though I don't like those trains, oh, that driver was awesome. That driver was awesome. Oh, I did a little horn show. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, also, guys, look at this. That is the old Anderson Street whistle post. I say old because they're going to get rid of the crossing soon. But those things right there are called whistle posts. They're for the trains. So then it's like 400 meters before each level crossing, a train has to toot its horn. So then the car's drivers are aware the train's coming. Yes. Yeah, pretty cool though. So I know obviously these bits of train track aren't from the sidings, but it's sad that they have to put it up. It's sad that they have to put it up for that. Obviously, it's good that they did. Yes. Yeah, it is. It does suck, but it's obviously for very important reasons because we don't want people getting hurt. But also, I know these tracks right here like aren't a part of the sidings, but they're probably just for like the other trains. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. 2009, I think that's when they were welded in or something. Yeah, pretty cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. And then obviously the good sighting here keeps going. It would have actually kept going across the level crossing at Anderson Street, but obviously it's buried under the ground. as you can see, ends here. Yes, very cool though. Let's go back, because I'm going to end the live stream soon. We've been streaming for almost an hour. I don't know why I've got the Western Bulldogs theme in my head. Oh, hey, a ball. Is that a ball? Yeah, it's a ball. The graffiti everywhere is actually kind of neat, in my opinion, as long as the people aren't drawing certain. Yes, that's. Yeah, graffiti. Graffiti is nice when it's good graffiti, but when it's bad graffiti, it's not nice. So, for example, I kind of want to do good graffiti, like maybe like a drawing of Odyssey drawing a Hitachi train. Like, I'll definitely at some point probably get permission from like the Glen Council to like do some graffiti at Glen Huntly and pay tribute to the old tram square that was there. I'll definitely do that at some point. Like get like the permission. Obviously, it's probably not actually going to happen, but I'd love to like draw something to pay tribute to the old tram square at Glen Huntly. That would be cool. That would be really cool. There's a basketball court. Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit and a hat with a bat. 6'4" Impala. Of course, that is a reference to I Wish by Skilo. Yeah, especially if it's in a super public place where kids will see. I love when people do graffiti to spread an important message. So, yes. Here comes another comment. Yep, that's another stage 2. Very nice train there. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, perfect. We're at Yarraville station. Oh, I mean, of course we are. It's gonna rain, but it's not actually gonna rain, I don't think, because it's just Melbourne said it was gonna be cloudy, so that was a nice train there. This is gonna be my thumbnail. Quickly. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Trains are very train, not gonna lie. For real. For real. Very cool. Oh, I almost ran into that tree. Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I just love it when the trains are training. For real. It's so nice. But when they aren't training, it's sad. So like when like a gantry or something, when like there's like a when like someone trespasses on the train tracks, that causes the train to stop training. Like it, yeah, it's funny. It's a joke. It's funny, haha. I like the funny haha. My entire channel is a funny haha. It's a joke, obviously. But yeah, almost gonna have to end the live stream soon, so then I can have enough percentage to go home. We all love the funny haha. For real, for real. Yarraville station. I'll probably end it where I started it, which was right on this platform, pretty much. So we'll wait for the next train, and then I'll end the live stream. No worries then. It's your channel and your stream. It's complete. Yes. Thank you, Soda. Oh wow, 9 minutes. Wonderful. It's going to Werribee as well. It's going actually via the Altona loop section. So it's a bit confusing, but the Altona loop section opened in the 1890s and also the 1980s. So it opened as a branch to Williamstown Racecourse, which no longer exists. Then it was extended to Altona Beach. Then Altona Beach was rebuilt, so it was pushed back to Altona. And that Altona was renamed to Altona Beach, and I think it was re-extended to a new Altona. And then in the 1980s, it was extended to Westona, which is West Altona. And then in 1985, when they electrified the Werribee line, they connected up West Altona with Laverton. And so now we have the Altona Loop line. It's very confusing, but hopefully that makes sense. I don't even know if we're going to have time to catch the last train. Hopefully we do. Hopefully. Ugh, I'm so tired. I did not get a good sleep last night. I got to sleep at around 11 p.m. Yes, very nice. Very wonderful. Oh, yep, 20%, yep. And yeah, no, I won't have time to catch the train. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye now. I'm ending the live stream now. Bye-bye. Bye. Woo!